Frank Hernandez with Hernandez BBQ, and cooking out on a Father's Day. Made a little bit of brisket, some chicken, some ribs, and sausage, a couple of kebabs just for a snack. Started cooking about 2 o'clock this morning and pulled the brisket off probably about 1:30 or so, just under 12 hours. Chicken took about 2 hours or so, and sausage took about an hour and a half. We'll be ready to eat here in a little while. So basically we're dealing with rain today and a little bit of cool breeze. It's hard to fight with the temps today, so what I had to do is bring it up underneath the cover. I've been struggling to try to keep it at 250 all morning. Now that I have it over here under dry area, it's keeping the temp up. Sometimes that's the element you got to deal with whenever you're barbecuing. It's imperfect. Sometimes too, if you have issues with your fire catching because of your wood not being so dry and it still has a lot of moisture in it, in order to help it catch whenever you throw it on the when you put it in the firebox, a lot of times you just put it on the firebox itself, get it good and heated up, get it good and hot, so that way whenever you throw it in there, it's going to catch a lot easier. Basically all I'm doing is just spritzing it with apple cider vinegar. Doesn't do much for the flavor, but just helps keep it moist and from drying out. What we have wrapped up here in butcher paper is brisket, and it's getting close to the end on that. But one of the other things I also do is, if you notice here, I got a log here, and you're like, what is he doing with a log in there? Basically, whenever I put the brisket on, when it's uncovered, got this fire ripping through here. It's kind of a buffer so it won't dry out this end so much because it takes so much of the heat. So it works really well for me putting something like this here, and then also too, water pan's empty now, but earlier when I was cooking the brisket, keep that filled with water. Brisket is done. Use the probe. Don't really rely so much on the temperature, but right now it's right at about 202. But when you put the when you put the probe in, you want to make sure you want to check for the tension of it. When it goes in and out like butter, it's ready. Another good way to tell is you pick it up and you see it bend down like that, like it's doing there. It's surrendering. It's done. So now I'm going to pull it off and let it rest for about an hour or so. Now we're going to take it off and let it rest for an hour. So the brisket's been resting for about an hour and a half, and now we're ready to slice it up and eat it.